Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome everyone to today's new lesson. As you see here in the screen, we are going to talk about the clock. Mute, mute, please. You don't need to follow the book, Ibtisam. If you wanna follow me in the book, it's page 103, 103. Okay. طيب. أحمد فري. Silent. All right. As you see here in the screen, 103. The title is 24 clock, 24-hour clock. Okay, you can see here the girl and the boy saying something. The girl says, I go to school at 7 a.m. And the boy says, I sleep at 8:30 p.m. You notice here we used a.m. and p.m., right? Okay, this is used in the 12-hour clock.
يشوفوك يا هارون. مرة شافني.
Who is this? Who is this? Math Ahmad Free Fair.
Yes, أستاذ.
Who are you?
أحمد بسام.
Mute. Okay. So we are now talking about two systems of clock or hour, or how to say time. The first one is 12-hour clock, and the second one is 24-hour clock. So what is the difference between the two systems? Okay, let me show you. But before I show you, we can also express the time using 24 hours. So for example, 7 a.m. This is in the system 12-hour, right? But what about if we want to express this time in the 24-hour clock? It's going to be the same 7, but instead of putting the 2 points, we are going to express and represent the time like this way, with 07 and 00, which so now the 24-hour clock has 4 digits. You see, it has 4 digits, right? But in the 12 hours clock system, we have the 2 points, and sometimes we have 3 digits, and sometimes we have 4 digits according to what? According to the time. So let me show you the relationship between the 24-hour clock and the 12-hour clock. This is very important to know the difference and how. Yes.
Teacher.
Yes.
We write.
Don't write. Just focus.
Teacher, what the title?
Guys, we already moved from there. The title is 24-hour clock.
Hi, Tito.
Hi, Inmar. Okay. No, don't write. Don't write. Don't write. Okay. Do you see this? The 12-hour clock and the 24-hour clock. All right. This line, okay, shows us the two systems: the 12-hour clock and the 24-hour clock. And the above the line, we have the 12-hour clock. You see, the starting time is the midnight. Okay, and the end time is the also with midnight. So midnight, it starts at 12. Okay, when you go to sleep, then the midnight, for example, starts after you sleep. If you go to sleep when you are sleeping, the midnight starts at 12. Okay, so when we start saying 12 a.m., you see, this means in the midnight. Okay, we're still talking about a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, until we reach the noon. You know the noon? The noon, when you have your dinner, your lunch, your lunch, this is called the noon, right? So when it is 12 noon, then we say it is 12 what? 12 p.m. But if it is 12 in the midnight, we say it is 12 what? It is 12 a.m.
Midnight.
Yeah, you got the difference now between the a.m. and the p.m. Did you get the difference? Okay. So the p.m. starts in the noon, 12 noon in the noon, and ends before the midnight, before 12 midnight. When it starts 12 midnight, we start say a.m. You see, this is midnight and this is midnight. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Here,
Okay.
this is in the 12-hour clock. You see here, it is from 12 to 12. So that's why it is called 12-hour clock. We don't have anything after clock. After 12 o'clock. Guys, what's about 24-hour clock? Okay, let me
Can you mute all?
Okay, now let's talk about the 24-hour clock. The 24-hour clock starts in the midnight. When it is 12 midnight, it is the first hour of the 24-hour clock. So what is the first hour in the 24-hour clock? It is 0000. Okay, this is the first hour and the first minute, 0000. Then 1 hour later, it becomes to be what? 0100. Then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You see, 7, it is the same as 7 a.m. 8, I think this is okay. For example, 8 in the 24-hour clock, it is the same as 8 a.m. And until we reach 12 in the 24-hour system, don't write. When we reach 12 in the 24-hour system, it is 12 a.m. or p.m. It is 12 p.m. right? Then what's going to happen after that? After 20 wait, what's going to happen after the 12 in the 24-hour clock? It is going to be 13, 14, 15, and so on. But not like the 12 hours clock system. We start counting or saying the time again from 1, right? We don't say 13 with the 12 for hour clock, right? But with the 24-hour clock, we start saying 13, 14, 15, and so on, until it is 12 p.m. Sorry, it is 12 midnight again. Then the times become 0000, and 1 hour before it, it was 23 clock. So that means when it reached 23 clock, then 1 hour later, it is 24 o'clock, or we say it is 0000. Okay, this is the first clock again in the 24-hour clock. Okay, guys, I think Do you have any question here? Did you understand? Did you?
Do we always have to use
No.
number line?
Yes, Noor, what do you say?
Teacher.
What did you say?
Do we always have to use a number line?
The number line, we are going to use it a lot in sorry. When we say the intervals, in the next lesson, we are going to use it a lot. But now, if you want to convert easily, you can refer to the timeline. But if you don't want, if you just could comprehend that in your mind, no need for that. Okay, so you can see this is the whole day and night in the 24-hour clock and the 12-hour clock. For the 12-hour clock, we start with 12 midnight, which is AM. Then in the 12 noon, it is the PM starts. Then until we reach the midnight, so we go back to say
Teacher.
12 AM.
Teacher.
Yes.
I don't understand very well.
Are you focusing with us, Ahmed, or you are in the chat?
Yes. But
What?
nothing.
Okay. Look here, Ahmed. Don't go to the chat, okay? The 12, we have 12-hour clock, we have 24-hour clock, okay?
Okay.
When it is midnight, 12 midnight, we say it is 12.
What meaning midnight?
Midnight in Arabic, it is the muntasaf al-layl, okay? In the night, and when it is 12 in the night, we say it is 12 AM, okay?
Okay.
Then after that, 1 AM, 2 AM, 3, 4, 4, until it is 11 AM, okay? Then we say it is 12 PM. When it is 12 PM, when it is in the noon, okay? Like this time is 12 AM or PM. Now it is 12:57, right? The time right now.
Yes.
When I'm talking, it is 12:57. So it is the noon. So it is PM. Okay?
Yep, I knew it. No.
Okay.
Yes, now it's PM.
Yes. Then it stays PM until the midnight again, come again. We say it is AM. Okay? But for the 24-hour clock, we don't say AM or PM. We just simply say it is 1, 2, 3 until from 00 until 23. Okay, we have 23-hour clock or hours in the day.
Okay, teacher, I understand.
Okay, let's move on. Wait.
Teacher,
Yes.
I can ask one question.
Ask.
This all the clock. This name is the clock. This is clock.
Both of them are clocks, but this is the 12-hour clock. This is the 24-hour clock.
Okay, what is the homework?
Not yet. We haven't finished, Ahmed. Right. Let's continue. Wait.
Teacher, I can't hear you.
Ahmed, don't hear me. Just fix your mic. Okay. Sorry for this disconnecting from the Zoom. Let me share the screen again. What is me too? Can't you hear me? Can you hear me now? Okay, good. So let's continue. Okay. All right. Here we have two kinds of clock. We have the digital clock, we have the analog clock, okay? If you look at this clock, it is 20 after 1, right? It is 20 minutes after 1 clock. So it is what? It is 1:20. It is 1:20, but is it AM or PM? To decide which is where it is AM or PM, we need to look at the digital clock. The digital clock says it is what? 13:20. So we can go back to the timeline and see where is 13. Here is 13, right? And above we have 1. It is AM or BM. It is what? PM, right? So now the time is 1:20 PM. Good, Ibtisam. All right. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Noor. Everyone who said the answer, thank you. طيب. Let's move on. Okay. All right. Look at the clock. We have the clock. We have the numbers from 1 until 12, right? With the analog clock, we cannot see the 13, 14, 15, and so on. But with the digital clock, we can see that with the numbers, you can see, for example, 14 clock. So to say which is, no, don't write anything. Now you can see 12, it is either 12 or 00. For the 1, it is either 1 or 13 in the system of what? In the system of 24-hour clock. Okay, guys? So in the 24-hour clock, we cannot see with this analog clock, which is, for example, 13, 14, or so on. So here it is shown how to deal with that. With the number 12, it could be 12 or 00. With the number 1, it could be 1 or 13. 2 could be 2 or 14. 3 could be 3 or 15, and so on. For example, 9, it could be, with the 24-hour clock, it could be 9 in the morning, or 21 clock in the night. So from this picture, you can easily say which is according to what? According to the time itself. Yes, Tisam, you want to say something? Okay, now what do you want to say? Open the mic. Okay, Tisam didn't understand.
I still don't understand.
All right.
Teacher and me.
Okay, again, I'm going.
Teacher, me too.
And me. Teacher, me too. Me too.
Everyone. Okay. Okay. Listen carefully. As we said, we have the 12-hour clock and we have the 24-hour clock, right? So here with this clock, you see it? This. With the 12-hour system, what is this? With the 12-hour clock.
أستاذ حدخل لجهاز ثاني.
Okay, quickly. With the 12-hour clock, we say it is 1 a.m. or p.m., 2 a.m. or p.m., right? Easily we can say it according to its according to this timeline. But what about the 24-hour? We have from 00 until 24, right? 0000 until 2300. So how can we know from these numbers what is the time? All right. Again, listen carefully. We have 12-hour clock. If you want to say the time with the 12-hour clock, we can say it is, for example, 2 a.m. or p.m., 5 a.m. or p.m., 9 a.m. or p.m. That is very simple, right? But what about the 12-hour clock? What about, sorry, the 24-hour clock? How to say the time in the 24-hour clock looking at this kind of clock? Okay. We can easily look at the timeline. For example, 7. Okay, here's 7. It might be 7 or 7. It might be 19 in the 24-hour clock. You see? So it might be 19 or 7. So from this clock, where's 7? Here, right? So it might be 7 or it might be 19. When it is 7, we are talking only now about the 24-hour clock. It is 7:00 when it is in the morning. When it is 19:00, it is 19:00 when it is 7 p.m. in the night. Okay, that's why we are using the 24-hour clock in this clock. That's why they give you these two these two times. For example, 3. In the 24-hour clock, we can say it is 3 or 15. According to what? According to the time we are telling the time at exactly. Yes, yes, Hanin. Yes, Hanin.
Teacher, how we know is it AM or PM?
Okay, that when we talk about the 12-hour clock, we say AM or PM. You look here. Let me erase this. You see here, when we are talking about the 12-hour clock, we have AM or PM, okay? But with the 24-hour clock, here, the numbers, we don't have AM or PM. This is only for the 12-hour clock, okay? So if you want to say it is, for example, with the 12-hour clock, it is 6 a.m. What are you going to say it in the 24-hour clock? You're going to say it is what? 6:00, right? What about if it is 6 p.m.? What are you going to say in the 24-hour clock?
Teacher.
It is what?
ET.
18, right? So we don't say 18 p.m. No, we just say it is
Teacher.
clear. Okay. Ibtisam, is that clear?
Yes, I'm here.
Is it clear now? Isra, is it clear now?
No.
I'm not clear.
This is very clear.
Look here. Look here. In math,
Teacher, can you do a mute for everyone?
I can do.
Can you do a mute for everyone?
Can you tell it again?
Mute for everyone.
Okay, look here. With the 12-hour clock, okay, we can say it is, for example, AM or PM, right? But when we say the time in the 24-hour clock, we don't say AM or PM, okay? So, for example, it is 8 AM. How can we tell the time in the 24-hour clock? 8 AM. 8 AM. This is with the 12-hour clock, right? 12-hour clock. But how to say the time in the 24-hour clock? We say, look here, this is 8 AM. Look here, you can see the time. You can find the time in the 24-hour clock. So what is it? It is 0800, which we can say it is 8 o'clock. But what if we have 8 PM? 8, for example, 8 PM in the 12-hour clock. What's going to be in the 24-hour clock? We can look here. This is 8 PM. Here exactly we have the corresponding time in the with the 24-hour clock is going to be what? 20, right? Do we say 20 AM or PM? We don't say that. We don't say AM or PM for the 20. So for the 24-hour clock, we don't say AM or PM. We just say it is 2, for example, 6, 14, 20, 23. We don't say AM or PM. Clear? Write in the chat if it's clear. Is it clear? Say yes or no. Okay. I hope so. Okay. Now, let's move. If you have this clock, guys, do you have, for example, 14, 15 in the clock? We don't have, right? So how could we know it is, for example, 14 when we are talking about the 24-hour clock? How to say that? Okay, thank you, everyone. We are don't write anything. Don't write. I'm going to share this with you in the Discord, inshallah. Right. For example, the 2 in the clock. If you want to talk in the 24-hour clock, which we cannot say AM or PM, right? How to say the time? We can say it is 2 or 14. Why? Why? With the 2, we can say it is 2 or 14. Let's go back to the timeline. Oh, sorry. Look here. With the 2, it could be 2. or it could be what? 14. So if it is 2 a.m., we say it is 2. If it is 2 p.m., we say it is 14. Okay? Guys, we have only 3 minutes, then this meeting will end. So I think we can continue next class, but let me finish this quickly. So using the 24 hours, 1 a.m. is written as 1, 0, 0, and 1 p.m. is written as 13. Clear? What about 9 a.m.? It is written as 9 in the 24-hour clock, and 9 p.m. is written as 21 in the 24-hour clock. So we are going to stop here. So I'm going to share this with you in the Discord, and as well in the, inshallah, in the homework as well. I'm going to share it in the Discord. Okay. So this is enough for today.